Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Off Topic, the podcast. It's been a while, I know.
Yeah.
I just recently lost my voice last week, which is why I wasn't able to record. It would have been really weird if it was just Oliver and not me, because he would have had a hell of a time and he didn't want to even do it anyways. He probably wouldn't have wanted to do it. But I lost my voice completely last week. I would have sounded awful. You wouldn't have wanted to hear me.
No, you woulda.
No, you wouldn't have. It was awful. Oliver heard what I sounded like, and it was not aesthetically pleasing whatsoever.
It was so aesthetic.
It's still a little bit scratchy, as you can hear. So it's a work in progress, but we're getting there, you know. But welcome to a special Halloween spooky edition of the Off Topic podcast. Ooh.
Ah!
I know, right? Super spooky.
That was really scary.
So, but anyways, happy Halloween to everybody. It's coming up soon. It's on Thursday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be fun. Oliver and I are going to go steal candy with a bunch of other kids from people's houses. And we're not going to worry about it, you know. We're just going to do our thing.
Yeah, I'm going as fucking Waluigi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. The other day at a costume party, I think on Sunday, somebody was dressed up as Luigi, so that's pretty cool. Way to go, Mario. Mario's great. We love Mario.
Fuck Mario.
Super Mario Bros. We love the game. Game's great. I used to play it so much.
Waluigi's the only good character.
That's blatantly false.
No.
That's,
look at Waluigi.
and that hurts.
Look at Waluigi.
Like, that injures me. Yeah, he's just a skinny, tall dude. Who's like the exact. He's like what Bizarro is to Superman. But in this case, it's Luigi's opposite. He's a ripoff of Luigi. He's a wannabe Luigi.
No, he is not. He is peak human form.
He is a wannabe Luigi.
Mm-mm.
Literally a wannabe Luigi.
He is not at all.
So, as Oliver is in his delusional state of mind, we're going to continue. And today's episode for the plan is. The plan.
Mm-hmm.
We know the plan. We don't know the plan. The plan is to have some spooky stories if Oliver even has any. Do you have any spooky stories?
No.
That's unfortunate. We could always say some spooky or talk about some spooky stories that somebody else might have had maybe, but I've had a couple. Yeah, I know what he looks like, and that, oh my God, that is an awful picture.
Listeners, I'm currently holding up my phone with a beautiful picture of Waluigi holding a rose. He is the peak human form. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is blatantly false. Yeah, you know what? He's the peak. He is the peak of
Oh my
sticks.
God.
He's the peak of sticks. That's what he is. He's skinnier than me.
Oh, look at all those guys.
He's skinny. Oh God, stop showing those to me.
Oh my God.
Nope.
It's Waluigi. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, ew.
How is it ew?
Ew. That's nothing what he looks like.
Listeners.
He's a skinny stick. He's skinnier than me. And I'm skinny. Anyways, we're going to get on with it, and we're going to get to some spooky
Is that
stories.
a Waluigi body pillow? Oh
No,
my God, I need that in my life.
No, yeah, sure. You and him can do it.
I'll get
get
you
a room.
one. Don't worry,
room.
I'll get you one.
Get a room. You can put a hole in it somewhere, and then
Wow,
do
did you
weird
really
stuff.
just? Wow. What made you assuming that?
Because the way, I don't know. That's
This guy,
anyways. My laugh is also really
guy.
wacky, so just bear with me here. You can make fun of me all you want. We literally have nobody who's watching our videos, so it doesn't matter. We're okay.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
Nobody's
I'm
watching
still looking
anything.
at Waluigi. That's Waluigi Sailor Moon. What? That's crazy.
How
Listeners,
do you even mix those two together?
Listeners, this is amazing. I
How
can't
do you
even
mix
describe
those
it.
two together?
That's how. Look at that.
No.
Yep.
No. You can't even mix those
Listeners,
two together. Sailor Moon,
okay.
That's an anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an anime. You can't mix with anything. It's his own thing. It's its
Listeners-
own thing, and it's a great anime. I've never really watched it, but it's supposedly really good. But you can't mix it with some freaking dumb Wario.
Don't-
Or it's not
Dude,
Wario.
Wario!
Yeah, sure. You know what? Wario.
Fuck
let's go
you.
with it.
No, fuck you. This guy. Fuck you.
Waluigi. Sorry,
fucking
my
guy.
apologies.
I
Not
hate
Wario.
you.
Excuse me, Waluigi, who is still stupid. Anyways,
Fuck you.
spooky stories. Spooky stories. So, I'm pretty sure my house might be a little bit haunted. We've
Oh.
had a couple of weird occurrences. So the first time, it was super wacky. I'm in my bed. I'm watching YouTube videos. Right, completely dark room. I got a fan going in the background.
Wait,
I cannot go to sleep without a
Quick,
fan.
quick question. Was it a meme compilation?
I can't remember. It might have
Dang.
been Penguin Z0. I don't know. We love that guy. He's great.
He's okay.
What are you talking about? He's okay. The dude is like a freaking rock in both personality and in physical appearance. He may be short, but he's jacked, and you can't really scare him. It's almost impossible to scare this dude unless you have a cockroach underneath his desk.
Okay.
That's how you do it. If you haven't seen that video, search it up. Penguin Z0 running and screaming from a cockroach underneath his desk. It's great and it's hilarious. That's probably one of the only times you'll ever see him have that kind of reaction towards something, ever. Because the dude is just he's so stoic, but he's so funny at the same time. Like, he shows emotion, but he's a great guy. He's
Mhm.
awesome, very nice guy. He was live playing horror games last night. It was pretty fun to watch. So spooky stories. So back on track. I was in my bed watching some YouTube videos, and
Ooh.
a minute, like a few minutes, pass and everything, and then a massive bang just shakes the freaking. It shakes the floor and everything. And we're in a 2-story, so I'm upstairs in my bed, and the whole floor just kind of shakes a little bit, and it came from inside the house.
Uh-oh.
Nothing. It came from inside the house, but there's this big bang, and something fell and hit the floor and shook the floor, and I wake up the next morning, right, and I expect something. I thought the TV had fallen. No joke.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the TV had fallen,
Yeah.
but nothing had fallen. Nothing had happened. Went down to the basement. Nothing had happened, and I was like, "What in the world? That is so weird." Next occurrence. I was in the bathroom, okay, and I'm getting
Yeah.
ready for bed.
Uh-huh.
My mom is in her bedroom, which is right across from the bathroom upstairs. She's asleep, or about to go to sleep. Yeah, no, she's asleep. Okay, she's in bed at this point, and I'm I'm watching some YouTube videos while I brush my teeth and stuff in the bathroom, and then her door opens all of a sudden, right? But funny thing is, she's still in bed. The door is shut firmly. It was shut firmly. So unless something twisted the knob, and there's no air draft because all the windows were closed. No air draft. No AC on whatsoever.
Vine boom.
And I opened the closet because the door opened very abruptly. It was a very abrupt sound. It was kind of open really hard. It was boom. I was like, what in the world? And so I opened my closet. I opened my bathroom door, and I look out, and my mom's bedroom door is just open, and there's nobody there. And I'm like, what the hell? And she gets out of her bed, and she's like, was that you? And I'm like, no, I was in the bathroom. She's like, that's weird. She closes it again, goes back in the bed, and then I go back into the bathroom, and then the door opens, and she makes sure it's closed firmly. So it's the weird
That's
part.
weird.
She makes sure it's closed firmly, right? I go back in the bathroom. Again, it opens by itself. Really abruptly, again. After she made sure it closed firmly and was secure shut, it opened again.
That's wild.
It was weird.
I think I might know who it was.
Who? No. Oh, God. Ugh.
You want to describe that to our
Ugh.
listeners?
No, you do it. I've been speaking.
Okay, listeners, I just showed Connor the culprit of the crime that he has just described in great detail.
It most certainly is not the
Yep.
culprit.
It 100% is the culprit. Right on the left of the screen, on the image that I showed Connor, you have buff-ass Waluigi. Nope. That's on the right. I can barely do my left and right. On the left is a buff ass Wario. He got a yellow flannel on. He's looking fine as fuck. Then on the right, buff ass Waluigi, also looking fine as fuck. All right, these are the culprits. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Go for it.
That's what I. These are the culprits. These motherfuckers were sneaking
Those
into
are
your
most
house.
certainly not the culprits, and that is a very false. It was probably. Do you think ghosts are real? Let's get away from freaking Waluigi.
I
bro.
believe Waluigi is real. Look at that.
Enough! No more Waluigi. Silence!
Silence? Okay.
Silence, lower life form. Okay, so do you believe in ghosts? Do you think they're real? Do you believe in?
Not really.
No? Why?
Why so?
There's lots of evidence out there that they're real. Look, I believe
Like what?
spirits are real necessarily. I believe they're real, because, I have a religion, and in that religion, in my religion, demons are very real.
Holy shit.
And they do stuff, ghosts are.
Is
I
this a
think-
ghost?
I think. Oh my God, no! Please.
I
no.
just found woman Waluigi.
Absolutely not. I do not want to look at that ever again. Do not show that to me, please. I'm begging you. I am genuinely begging you. Do not ever show that to me again, or even entertain the idea of doing so.
Waluigi. Yeah, I just don't really believe in the supernatural. It seems like very unlikely to me.
How so?
I mean, like, why should I believe in the supernatural?
Because there's plenty of evidence of it,
What?
like a bunch of sightings of ghosts. No, look, I can't deny that, and that's the thing I do. So I'm actually subscribed to this YouTube channel. It's called Bizarre Bub. This guy, he's great. He makes great videos. Okay, basically his videos are all just scary compilations of people who send him. Hey, you can't laugh at him. He's got a couple mil subscribers, so he's doing pretty
Okay.
good. He's legit. He's not some
Ryan's
hole in the wall creator on YouTube.
Ryan's toy review has millions of subscribers.
Yeah, that's because he's been going for I don't know how long, since I was a little kid. He's freaking 15 years old now almost. Or no, he's growing up, okay? Last time I saw him I was like, what the hell happened to this kid? He looked like he'd been through wars. No, I'm just kidding. He's not aging super well, I don't think, but that's besides the point. He's legit. The dude's legit. Bizarre Bub. So, and he hasn't been going on as long as what's his face Ryan has been going on for. I can't even believe he mentioned that kid on the show, but he makes great scary comps where people send him info or experiences and of footage of experiences of footage of paranormal experiences and things that they've encountered, and just also just other random videos of weird things. Now it's amazing how some people catch it because it's very subtle in a lot of cases, and it's not easy to spot sometimes. Other times it's very easy to spot, just it's noises or running footsteps when there's nothing there that could be running. And it's just some of them are look kind of fake, and Bizarre Bub acknowledges that. He's at the end of each, there's 8 occurrences per video from a person. And so after each occurrence ends, he's usually let me know what you think. Was that real or was that something else?
Well, that's
leaving it
just
open to is that fake? And some of them are, obviously. Some of them are not real. And other times, you're a little I don't know if it's real or I don't know if it's not real, it makes you question it sometimes. But he's great. He's got some great videos. I suggest you look at them. I like to watch them at night, no lights on, under when it's like super dark and everything, and I just watch it by myself, you know, 'cause I like doing that, 'cause I like scary stuff.
I see.
So we're gonna, since we've apparently apparently run out of,
Peter Griffin? Are you Peter Griffin?
apparently we've ran out of. Yeah, I can't do the Peter Griffin voice. Lois,
Peter.
Lois,
Peter.
Lois,
The
where
horse
you
is here.
at? Lois, where are you at?
That's very bad.
Oliver. No, that's not good at all. I
Peter.
can.
The horse is here.
Peter. Lois. I can't do it. I can't do the voice. All I can say is Lois, and I can say it like very.
Peter. The
No,
horse is here.
no. So we're gonna, like, I guess since we're out of like spooky stories to say, 'cause Oliver's like,
Well, we could
Not
talk about
any-
Chromacopia instead.
we'll do that for one. How much time do we have left? Let's take a look at the time. We have a
Yeah.
little bit of time. We'll talk about it for like 2 minutes.
All
I
right.
listened to one of
Yeah.
the songs.
Which one?
I forget which one it was. I'd have to figure that out for one quick second. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was as I look it up here real quick. The Tyler the Creator, if you don't know, released I listened to Thought I Was Dead.
Oh yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, that one was okay. He does a really good job. Basically, he kind of like, he had that childish Gambino vibe when he was dancing, you know? Like, he danced like freaking Gambino,
I
but he rapped like Kendrick Lamar in a way with the bars he had. And so it would, that's a great mix right there. Like, that's a very good mix. And he's probably really like the only person who can get away with it because he knows he's good at what he does. So, and I'll give him that. And the song was okay. It was interesting. The album looks okay. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but
Well,
it's okay.
I listened to the whole album.
And if you guys,
last night.
wait 1 second, we need to elaborate on this because
Okay.
this might be confusing. Tyler the Creator is a music artist, a very famous one. You can look him up if you want. That's Tyler, the Creator.
comma the creator.
Okay, comma, the Creator. And yeah. And then, so yeah, look him up. He's great. He's got some good songs if you like rap and if you like R&B or you like
Listen to
stuff
Igor.
like that.
Listen to Igor.
That's
That's
what he
that's
does.
the album
He's
that you
an
need
artist.
to listen to.
all right.
If you've never heard of Tyler the Creator before, listen to Igor. It's his album that he released in, I believe,
Or you can listen to his most
2019.
listened to song, which is
See You Again, but that's not really what he's that's
That's
not
literally
really,
what he's known for.
yeah, it's what he's known for, but that's not what he does for the majority of his songs. Anyways, so last night I listened to the entirety of Chromacopia with very minimal stops, only to like talk with my friend about like, hey, this is crazy. Let's talk about this song. I'm gonna be honest, it's not as good as I was hoping it would be. Now, saying that, it's still really good. Like, there were some really good songs on there. Like, if I just go down the album and I list all the songs that I have liked, you have Saint Chroma, Ratata, Noid, Darling I, Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, Tomorrow, Thought I Was Dead, and Like Him. That is the majority of the songs on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's a good album. The issues that I have with it are that there are a few parts where it kind of falls short. Like the middle of the album, it isn't really great, where you have like, Hey Jane, I Killed You, and Judge Judy. Don't get me wrong, Judge Judy is stuck in my head right now. Hey Jane is also really good. Okay.
So I just saw an ad that I was looking at, and I've got to say that's what, like, I'm just gonna say it, like, what the fuck? Mix Coca-Cola with Vaseline and just watch. I mean, what the hell's gonna happen? What is that?
I don't know.
What is that supposed to do? And it's by Life Hack Guru, and I'm glad I got a picture of it because that's just the weirdest freaking mix I've ever seen. I've seen
Yup.
stuff like chug a whole bottle of olive oil before you go to sleep and watch
Yeah.
what happens. And it's just like a picture of a lady drinking freaking olive oil.
I took a shot of olive oil once. It was
And
awful.
I'm like, but this is weirder than that. It's really weird. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Please
Oh,
continue.
no worries. So yeah, first part of the album is the best part of the album. Saint Chromo, Ratata, Noid, Darling I. Those are all amazing songs. Then you have the latter part, the latter half of the album, starting with like Take Your Mask Off, and then you have Tomorrow Thought I Was Dead Like Him.
Yeah.
Those like 4 songs. Those are all really good. There's also the very controversial Sticky, which is like a bad song. Like it's a bad song. But it's also kind of good. Like it really depends. I know it was the biggest like controversial song between like me and my friend. Like it's his least favorite song on the album, and it's okay to me.
I haven't listened to any of these
But-
songs, by the way. So except Thought I Was Dead, and so I'm not really
Yeah.
well versed in what it is exactly.
So, yeah, where this album falls short, Tyler I was hoping that Tyler was going to do a concept album, which I'm guessing half of the people listening to here know. But just in case not, a concept album is basically just an album that is telling a story throughout the tracks. That's what his most famous album, Igor, does. It's kind of a story about like romance and stuff, and it's really good. But Chromacopia seems to just be more of a themed album where a lot of the songs just talk about his sexuality, which I mean it's okay, but I just really wish
I'm
it
gonna
was a
cut you
concept
off
album.
really soon because this
Okay.
has nothing to do with Halloween.
Well, it is because this is big news. But yeah, it was really good album, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed. It feels like a transition album. I'm hoping the next album's gonna be really good. But who knows? But it's still really good. I'm gonna listen to it many times. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Balloons sucks. The second to last song on the album sucks. It sounds like Disney, kind of. Like, if I just play a very short clip of the very beginning, you'll understand why it sucks.
Dude, we're gonna get copyrighted for this. You can't play it.
Yeah, I can. I can play up to, like, 5 seconds. So, yeah, like, that, like, first part of the beat, it's like, what the hell? And that kind of goes through the whole song. Balloon sucks.
Okay.
The rest of them are good.
All right, I think we get
Yeah.
the point. So please listen to Tyler the Creator's new album that just came out.
Yeah, Chromacopia.
So-
Listen to it through. Don't, like,
Okay,
skip
yeah,
songs.
do that. Moving on to some fun. That was actually, I was rude there. That was rude, I'll admit
fuck
that.
you.
Okay. You, I was just making right my wrongs there, but I guess we're even now.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at some, like, Halloween movies that just came out real quick.
Okay.
Specifically Smile 2, which is apparently not too bad, and I'm really excited for it, and I really want to watch it. I loved Smile. I loved the first one. It was great. That was a great movie. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I don't
You're
really watch
missing out.
horror movies.
Well, then that's your problem, and that's not a good one
I
to
think
have.
the last horror
So-
movie that I watched was it was like Caroline. It was like a murderous
That's not a horror movie. That's really not that scary.
Well,
That's
yeah,
literally
it isn't
just
scary.
claymation.
It's not clay. Oh no, not Caroline. No, you're thinking of Coraline.
Coraline.
I'm thinking of Caroline.
Oh, Caroline.
Coraline is a banger movie.
Coraline's great. That's one of all-time great movies
It is.
of claymation. So, Smile 2, according to a lot of critics, let's take a look at, like, top critics. And so according to a lot of them, it seems to be great, more like lots of bigger and more effective jump scares, according to one top critic. So the delusions, according to this critic, are even more elaborate, and the body horror is even bloodier, more disturbing. So that's great. That's a big part of horror movies, is having that
I don't
aspect
know.
of jump scares,
I don't really like
having the
jump
aspect
scares.
of bloody, and
They're
that's the
cheap.
point.
No,
That's the
no,
point. You're not supposed to like them. You're supposed to.
They're cheap. The best way to
No,
have a
they're
horror
not.
the best way to have a horror movie, never have a jump scare, only have tension. That
That's
is where
not
you get a
the
good
way
horror
to go,
movie.
because if you only have tension, then it's pretty easy to run out of places in which to use that tension.
No, you just keep on building the tension, building
just-
the tension,
yeah.
building the tension.
Nothing
You
happens.
don't release the
and
tension.
then it just peters out. That's what you're supposed to do.
Jump scares release the tension, then suddenly it's like, oh, I'm fine. Okay, this has no more
Except
emotional connection
sometimes,
to me.
and that's exactly the point. So, I'm fine. But then sometimes it usually ends up where, or sometimes it's got to end up where they're not fine. And that's what happens. You know, sometimes that jump scares their death.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying I'm fine. Like, as the viewer, it's like, oh, okay, I'm fine. I have no more emotional connection to this movie because it isn't changing my emotions anymore.
What are you talking about? If you get a jump scare and you jump in your seat and
Yeah,
your
I
heart
have-
starts beating faster, you're feeling emotions. And it's probably going to do that to you every time.
No, I have a jump scare. Ah! Okay, now my adrenaline's going down, my cortisol is going down. Now I'm fine. But if you just have
You're
that
not
increased
fine,
tension,
though. That you know what all that does, right? That, like, when you have all that stuff running through your brain, when you have those chemicals being released from that jump scare, it makes you want to.
no,
It makes you want to see more.
the tension gives you that adrenaline. The jump scare releases it, and it makes it go down after a second.
Adrenaline is released from something.
It's released from tension and stress.
Yeah, in that moment, not before. It can't be there. It can't be there.
No,
before.
it can't. I
No.
have anxiety. That shit runs through my blood. I know how it works.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That's not. You mean like it doesn't happen like that. It happens when
No,
in the
it
moment of
happens from the
stress, the
tension.
moment of point.
Yeah, the moment of stress, that's when you have the tension. You keep the tension up. The adrenaline and the cortisol keeps on coming. You keep on getting that, like, icky feeling that you get from horror movies. That's where you get the most, like, tampering with emotions, because you're, like, making people
See,
scared
in
and
response to a
stressed.
threatening or exciting situation,
Yeah.
your brain sends a message. So in response, so it's never there before.
In response, you build up that
has-
tension. You build up the anticipation and the tension. On and on and on and on and on and on.
It's a response.
Yeah, it's a response to that tension.
Yeah, but that tension can't always be there.
Well,
Because
it's supposed to be there.
no, the whole point is that it can't be there is because that's too much work. That's too much.
That's too much work. No, you're supposed to have that work.
There-
If
you know,
want, if
there's
you
not
want
a,
a
there's
good
not a
hor-
single horror movie out there that has consistent tension. There's always small breaks
There
in it.
is.
It can't go the whole time.
Well,
There's not a
that's where
single
that's,
horror movie in which it's constant, like
There is.
compelling,
It's
like
just the
hitting you, constantly hitting you. There's little breaks in between. There's gotta be. There can't for more plot development. There can't be consistent tension. Okay, there's no room for plot development if you keep doing that.
tension.
Without
The tension is a
without-
part of the plot
without-
development.
exactly. So, in order for that to develop into that, there needs to be breaks in the tension. There can't be
You don't want-
consistent and hitting. It can't be consistently whacking you like beating a dead horse. It can't. The horse is already dead. Why are you still beating it? You see, there's still tension going. So you need to break it up.
Why do you want to break
small-
the tension? Like that's. It
So
doesn't
then you
make
can
sense.
find another way to institute it later on. You
Well-
can't keep it the same because eventually it has to come to an end. Okay, I'm literally taking a class about suspense and tension right now.
Yeah, I know.
So I know the most about it probably in this situation because
I
I'm
know
taking
how to
a
make
class.
a good horror movie.
I've written a horror book. I know how to do that. So the whole point is there has to be breaks. Okay, it can't just be consistent. I've
You lose the viewer's interest with those breaks.
no, you give a viewer a break.
You don't want to give
You
a
give-
viewer the break.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No. Giving
Like,
a
you
viewer a
can't-
break is an awful idea.
And it's not just giving the viewer a break. It's the creator. It's the person who's creating it. The person who creates it, they can't. There has to be plot development.
yeah,
They
you
can't
get
just-
plot development and the tension.
In
They're
order
they're
to transition
semi-independent.
from tension to tension from one point to another, there has to be a point in between
Where
that
the
creates
tension,
the next point.
it's just like a graph. You want the tension to just be going up
Uh-huh.
the entire
And graphs
time.
ebb and flow. Graphs,
No,
a lot of
you
graphs.
want a
it-
linear graph. You want a linear
That's
graph
exactly
that only goes up.
exactly. But the thing is that you don't want it actually linear. You want it to ebb and flow, like a
don't.
plot chart, or literally a plot chart. You know what a plot chart does, right? A plot chart goes like this. It goes up. It slowly circles up, rounds up to a height. All right, and there's your apex right there at the top, and then it peters down. So those points. So it starts with the exposition, the starting point, what starts it, what begins it all, moves on, starts up to the building. It starts building tension, right? And then it moves up and up, and slowly it reaches. So it's not what's actually happening is it's building tension until it gets to the max tension point. And in between each point of building tension, each point of building tension, there's little breaks in between, and then it slowly peters out. There's little bits and pieces in a part of a story that keep a reader's interest, like little things that leave you questioning. You can't always keep tension in there because you have to leave room for questions.
You want to keep the tension in there. Like, for example, think about
the
of
course
Blair
you want
Witch
to keep
Project.
it in there, but you got to make spaces in between.
Like, the Blair Witch Project is an amazing movie. The reason why? It keeps the tension up the entire time. There's no, like, breaks in tension.
Yeah, but it leaves you questioning things sometimes. Like, you
want to question things. You want to make the viewer think.
Exactly.
Which is why you keep the tension.
No, that's a separate thing. Questioning and tension, separate thing. You want to keep it separate. Or you can keep it together in both ways. That's also really good if you keep it together.
Yeah.
But overall, you don't want to actually keep tension consistent. In fact, I'm going to search this up. That way I can just prove my point even more. We can always continue this a different day. I can't do it tomorrow because I have other things I have to do. So I'm going to search this up real quick. Oliver, just talk.
Okay. Well, as I'm talking, I'm looking at the time. We currently have about a minute left before we are forced to end the episode. So, yeah, listeners, yeah, you guys are cool. I hope the Romanian guy still listens. I don't know. Hopefully you do. Romania, gotta love ya. Yeah. We have less than a minute right now, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna further expand on my point real quick. So your point about creating tension and everything and keeping it consistent, that's great. All right, don't get me wrong, it's great to have consistent tension, and that tension is what makes a story. However, in order to maintain tension, there has to be
it's difficult, but you got to do it.
Yeah, no, it's not that hard, but there has to be parts in the story that allow that tension to develop, and sometimes those parts of the story and where tension needs to be developed is a part that doesn't have much tension in it. Now, the goal is that you don't want to lose too much tension. You don't want to drop it too much. So in those little bits and pieces in which you're trying to develop tension, you want to make it where the viewers are questioning a part in that piece where there's no tension. So you want them to question it. You want them to ask themselves a question. But that's it is what it is. We both have great points. It's a great little debate to have. And our time has come to an end. So we wish you a very spooky Halloween, and that you guys, everybody who might listen to our podcast, which is not a lot of people, stay safe out there on Halloween and just stay safe through the whole week. And that's the episode, I guess.
Yeah,
toodles.
Yeah, it is.
Toodles.
Adios. Yeah,
suckers.
Bye-bye. Can't think of anything. Sorry, I'm not playing a song. I can't.
Yeah,
so
we don't have a song.
My bad.
Spooky, scary skeletons
and shivers down your spine.
All right, that's it.
That's
it. That's it. That's all we need. All right, bye-bye.
Spooky, scary
No more.
skeletons are